Nice.
Yeah,
It's
I
pretty
was
good.
eating
like a grown ass adult.
I was eating some dinosaur-shaped gummies at work yesterday.
Hell yeah.
All right, we're gonna start it off.
Cool.
Our party has heard tales of the cult of the Staff Bearer having a strong presence in the Barrens of Fleck Street. It seems as though they have been recruiting from the poor population of the area. Convinced of wrongdoing, our thieves have made their way in disguise to follow up on the lead. Can they find Urquat?
Shortly after entering the Temple Mitra, the squad of Fangs was blindsided by platoons from just about every guild. After clashing with a few rival factions in the temple chambers, rumblings deep inside the temple were causing it to collapse. Criven and a squad mate, Gabat, were separated from the rest of their group when a wall came down between them and the rest of the Fangs. Luckily, Gabat was his contact from the Black Hand, a spy who knew exactly where to find the fabled gilded dagger of Mitra.
Come, Criven, we must be close by now.
Yeah, we gotta be quick, this place is coming down.
So all the walls are rumbling all around you, and there's rocks falling left and right, and you're not sure what has happened to start this, but you know things are not great, but you trust in Kabat. So you follow him, and he waves you forward. I'm going to have you make either an athletics or an acrobatics roll, your call.
Do acrobatics. And I got 2.
All right, so that's enough. So you dive through a doorway just as it collapses all around you, cutting off what looks to be your only method of escape from this room. But in this room, you see a pedestal, which Gabat is slowly moving toward. And atop the pedestal, you'll see a jeweled dagger, the likes of which you've never seen.
Is that it?
It must be. I've never seen anything like it.
Gosh, it's beautiful. Criven's kind of just hanging back, letting Gabat get closer to it and slowly trailing him, but letting him get his distance.
So he's standing right in front of the pedestal now, and his hand is hanging inches from the dagger, trembling. But should I? What if it's cursed?
Just take it, Criven says as he raises his bow and lets an arrow fly right at his back.
I oh, roll the hit.
Ooh, got 1 and a complication.
And a complication. Okay. You go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. I got 6 damage, 2 piercing.
So he slumps forward onto the pedestal and turns to look at you, his lifeblood draining out of him. Why? He says, and then his body hits the floor in a slump, never to move again.
Too easy. And Criven starts to slowly approach the pedestal.
Again, make me an. This is your complication play. Make me an acrobatic or athletics check.
Oh, crap. Alright. Acrobatics. Don't fail me now. Oh, yeah. 2 again.
2 again. Okay. And again, you grab it off of the pedestal and roll to the side as an entire wall of this room crashes down. There's so much rubble. It's a miracle that you missed it at all. But you see a hallway out of this room now.
What luck. Criven starts making his way towards this brand new hallway.
And you come back to present day underneath the hood of your disguise, moving toward Fleck Street, your fingers reflexively tightening around the hilt of the jeweled dagger at your side. And welcome, everybody, to episode 5 of Crumbling Keep Presents Tales from the Tower, Conan the Thief. I'm James, your intrepid game master.
I'm Brad Kishbaugh, and I play Kalimir Shaka, Master Thief Extraordinaire.
I'm Frank Bowen, and I play Criven, a cloaked assassin who lives in the shadows of Shadowzar.
I'm Justin Giuliani, and I play Ramesh, the face.
Nice.
The face and belly.
Yeah, right.
And Frank has been known to play Frank.
Actually, if we're trying to go in disguise, I'm like not wearing my fat suit out this time.
Even Kalimir doesn't recognize you.
Yeah.
So
Seems like a really good way to be in disguise.
let's talk about
Right.
these disguises. Which Criven, or actually no, Kalimir, this is your doing.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, tell
Yes.
us all about that.
Oh, I'm rubbing poop all over everybody. Like,
Okay, but tell us
We
about the
are-
disguise though.
Yeah, what about the disguises, though? Yeah.
We're talking about the game here.
Yeah,
oh,
not what we were doing last night.
all right. So we were going to
CrumblingKeep.com sister site. Anyway.
forgive my lack of extensive Robert E. Howard knowledge, but is there something like leprosy in this world?
Yes, it's called leprosy.
Okay. Perfect.
Wish.
I imagine they like wear raggedy clothes that are covering, but people don't want to mess with those. Keep a clear, a nice berth, or would they just stone them to death? I don't know.
Leper colonies.
Mm-hmm.
And there might be a neighborhood, on Fleck Street.
Maybe
Leper Town,
it's,
Leper town.
I'm envisioning that we're blending in with the peasants that live there.
Okay, so like ratty cloaks,
Yeah.
something applied to the skin to make it seem worn, etc. Scarred.
Precisely.
Yep.
Okay.
Could we... Criven, you have, like, really distinguishing face marks, right?
Yeah,
Can we
Like
wrap
I-
your face up like a burn victim?
that's actually what I was thinking. Like, kind of a bunch of wraps on my head and, like, some over my mouth and maybe even, like, some fake blood all over it to look like I'm actually, like, I was hurt recently or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure.
Yeah, and maybe a crutch of sorts. One of us could use a crutch.
Yeah, I could be a hurt guy.
Okay, so your code name will be Hurt Guy.
Ramesh, you could probably pull off being a priest of some sort, right? Maybe like you're our caretaker. Helping these pitiful people down the road.
Yeah, because Calamir's all blind in the one eye, too. Which is
Yeah,
all
and
sorts of
I just look too good. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's a problem. How you gonna
How
ugly
can you tell that
shit?
guy's the king? Oh, he ain't got any shit all over him.
Yeah.
You know?
He ain't covered. Yeah. So, is there like an equivalent of like that red leaf stuff that's like chewing tobacco only stains your teeth red and shit like that? Like,
For our purposes, there absolutely is.
okay, I pass that out to everybody. Like, all the pores use this stuff. Go on, start chewing.
I came from that background. Watch what you say there, Ramesh.
Was I not accurate? I'm sorry.
You're absolutely accurate.
All right, then what's the problem here?
Just tone it down on the judgment. That's all.
find the disheveled, the less than.
Thank you.
Yeah. I get grody clothes on and
Mm.
mm,
I wrap my face up, and actually, I'm not gonna wrap my hair. Criven has like shoulder length hair, and he's gonna let that all hang out, which he doesn't normally do at all. So cover it up.
I unkempt my mustache and make it all disheveled looking instead of all slicked and nice, and you know.
So, Calamir, am I correct in thinking that there is a role involved with this?
Yes, it is a stealth roll.
So, do you want to explain to everyone real quick mechanically what's going on?
There is a talent associated with. One moment, please. Master's guys. Okay, so I substitute stealth for persuade or command when impersonating another person. Oh, well, that's completely different.
Which is also true, but not happening
not
right
completely. Like, I'm impersonating another, pretending to be somebody else.
Yeah.
Does that count?
now. Well, you're also helping everyone else pretend to be someone else. I think you said.
Oh, wait,
you
is
have
it normally a
specific
persuade
talent,
roll to pretend you're somebody else?
Well, I can't really help everyone.
I'm fine if it's a persuade roll to pretend I'm somebody else normally, because I got that.
Yes.
I got that on lockdown, so I can take care of myself.
Okay. Okay. Then we'll go with that. But we'll say that someone throw some money at this for materials. Like, it doesn't have to be a lot, because obviously you're not disguising yourselves as anyone.
I'll
Upper
throw
class.
a gold at it. Do we need 2 gold to throw at it? I'll throw 2 gold at it.
I think one will be good enough.
1 it is.
Dirt, mud,
You guys are lucky I'm bankrolling all this.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, man.
Okay. So,
Okay, so you know how to impersonate others, whether to blend into the background or appear as a specific person. Okay, so I have to create a disguise, and any momentum I get is doubled. Okay. So I need to make a stealth roll, basically.
stealth, you get to substitute?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I have to do stealth to make the disguise. And then stealth to use it.
So it's a stealth roll.
Oh, stealth.
My
A
favorite
lot of
kind
stealth.
of stealth.
Stealth. Yes, 3 successes.
Nice.
We could just take that gold that we spent to buy actual clothing off of poor people and just wear that.
So that was your role to make it? Is that correct?
Yes, to make the disguise.
Okay. And then you have to make
So
another
if I'm
roll to
smearing
use it?
smearing the poop all over me. Okay.
You smear first. We'll watch.
We'll see how it works out, and then
Yeah. No.
Okay, so
It's believable. Oh.
it doesn't give a difficulty rating for it though.
You know, hold that roll for now. That might just be contested a little later when someone's trying to inspect you a little closer than others. Okay, so without further ado, the Thousand Hands of Fortune, disguised in rags and wrappings and dirt and filth,
Yeah.
are making their way into the Barrens of Fleck Street.
Yep.
You all, you don't even have to roll, you all feel eyes on you from everywhere, as you're not recognized in this area of town. You're new, so to speak. And while none of them are outright hostile, none of these glares are friendly or well-meaning.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
Mm.
well,
Who are we looking for specifically here?
we're looking for Earthquat
Mm-hmm.
because he's no
Right.
one's seen him in a while, and we are trying to investigate what's going on. That all these
With the
that they're
cultists.
recruiting, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're recruiting in this Fleck Street, and we need to.
Are the cultist members known for wearing anything identifying? Like, do they wear all white? You know, something like that. Like something that would be like, oh, that guy's a cultist member right there.
Mhm.
You know, it's honestly a little hard to say, as you haven't actually. I think this is even true through our intro. You haven't actually seen any cultist members yourself. There was the big to do where Urquhart walked into a meeting of the table. No, that's not true. Walked into a meeting of the three.
Council of Three.
Council of Three.
Yeah.
Followed by many of them, but that's really the only time that we've mentioned that they've really been seen. So there's
And they weren't wearing a uniform of any kind.
go ahead and give me a lore test.
Nope.
Not
Not
that
today.
not that you know of. No.
Yeah.
Denim vests.
How do we get a bunch of them to... Boy, guys, we sure are down on our luck and impressionable and easily swayed. If only there was someone that would just hand out something to us to find a better way.
So it's a rather crowded area, and as you're putting on a display, you're bumping shoulders with many other people, and there's again no kindness in their actions. One starts walking from behind and starts keeping pace with the group of you. What is it? What are you looking for?
We seek the cult of the staff. We wish to join. We've heard they've been recruiting.
The cult of the staff.
Yeah.
They have a lot of enemies, you know.
Who doesn't? Persuade check to be my friend. There we go. 3 successes.
You seem on the up and up.
Yes, but very impressionable.
What do you want from them?
I'd settle for a meal for starters.
What do you believe in?
I believe that this city is corrupt and that it needs to go back to its old ways.
Go ahead and give me another roll for that one.
Is persuade covers deception too?
Yeah, I think that's
Great.
legitimate.
Slam. 2 successes. Ding.
So the first,
When I got 2 momentum from those,
both these tests have been 2 difficulty so far.
No.
I generate an extra point of momentum every time I make a successful persuasion check.
Cool. Okay,
Nice.
Because I'm naturally charming.
I can show them. I can show you to them. If you follow
Thank you,
me.
brother, for showing us the way.
So he takes you off of the main street
See,
into an
super easy,
alleyway.
guys. This isn't a setup at all.
And as you're saying that, you can't help but feel just like there's eyes peering from every window. The paranoia is real, as on occasion you all look around to see if anyone's following you. If anyone wants, they can give me an observation roll.
I'm gonna say hell yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Same here. Ooh.
2 successes.
What? I can re-roll.
Ooh.
I can re-roll a dice.
At 3.
Oh. 0.
All right. So, Criven, it's out of the corner of your eye, and it's constant. You keep feel like there's some sort of presence, something dark and sinister and foreboding. And wherever you turn, it's not there. Ramesh,
Yes?
Kalamir, you're careful. You keep an eye on your tail. You keep an eye in front of you. You don't see anyone.
Can I make an insight check?
Yes, if you tell me what for.
I want to make an insight check to see if I can like figure what this cold feeling is that we all seem to be having. That's, it's creeping us all out.
Let me look to see if there is something else I would suggest other than insight, but I'm thinking the answer is going to be yes.
Well, I have a sixth sense thing.
Okay.
And if I make the check, I can tell if this was sorceress or otherwise an unnatural phenomena. You have to tell us. So basically, I'm checking to get a feeling if something supernatural is at stake or not.
Okay. Sure. Let's do it.
Okay. So I can re-roll once, and if we're about to get ambushed, I gain a momentum. Because, yay. Alright. That is 2 successes. I can re-roll one if I need to attempt for another success.
No, you do not.
Okay.
You
Is
shake
it supernatural?
You shake off the feeling, and
Okay.
you're pretty sure you're just paranoid, going down an alleyway with this strange person.
Alright. Sounds about right.
So the test earlier for the observation was a 1, so factor that into any momentum. So eventually you come to a courtyard amidst all the maze of alleyways that you've gone through, and you're not sure that you could find your way back here again if you had to, but you're here now. And there is a good throng of other people gathered here, many of them looking just like you. And they all seem to just be waiting. This is it, says your guide. This is where they come to.
Thank you. I give him a hearty handshake. I don't have any money, so we were expecting for that, man. Keep walking.
Ramesh, I'm going to give you the option to spend a point of momentum here, if you'd like.
Yes. Always. I don't even know. You don't even need to tell me what it's on. Momentum it is.
Okay, so he starts walking away and stops and turns back towards you. Look, if you want to be chosen, they have to know you believe. They only take the most devout.
Thank you. What would the most devout say?
It's an action, not words. You'll see. Everyone here wants to be chosen. They haven't picked me yet.
Well, maybe today's your lucky day, friend.
And streaming into this courtyard now from one of the alleyways that empty out into it is a slew of men and women in bright white robes.
There we go.
The heavy scent of incense precedes them, almost choking as they enter into it. You don't see Urquat, but you're certain from the insignia that some of them have tattooed about their body that this is indeed the cult of the staff bearers. The throng of people then start to press forward toward them. They go from shiftless and milling about to almost rushing the stage like they're in a concert. And there's this nervous energy that starts to fill the area.
Okay.
You spot your guide, and he's the one who breaks the silence. "I believe," he yells. "I believe!" And you see a knife in his hand that he takes to his forearm and starts gouging a deep line into it, his eyes filling with tears as he continues to yell, "I believe!" And pandemonium erupts. Everyone starts yelling, reaching their hands forward. People start dashing themselves into walls. Others are just like convulsing on the floor, claiming visions.
Mm-hmm.
What's the Thousand Hands of Fortune doing?
So wait, they're all self-flagellating, basically. They're all hurting themselves.
Some are, a lot are hurting themselves. Some are just like kind of convulsing. Some are just on their knees, weeping toward the heavens.
Mm.
I'm gonna. It's a tough call. I'm gonna clamber up to him like one of the groupies, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of get close.
Okay.
I mean, try to blend in, you know.
So
we can't be the only people not convulsing all over the floor.
go ahead and give me. Go ahead and give me a. What's the check I'm looking for? Persuasion, I guess.
Ooh. Not good. Well,
And I think you have some momentum, right?
Yeah.
we do. I'll actually just spend a fortune point on it. Get into this, you know. We gotta see what this is all about.
Yeah. Seeing that this is it seems to be a contest of being noticed by these people. I will cut my hand, or not my hand. Oh no, I don't want to hurt that thing. I'll cut into my arm similarly to that guy, not as deep as he did. I'll do like a nice superficial cut, but then start screaming about like the staff, and the great cleansing shall be upon us, and we shall return to the ways of which we were, the pure ways, the good ways. And then like start like preaching at other people and stuff, and like claiming that the staff is the righteous fire that will burn the city from the ground, and from the ashes will rise a new pure society.
Hey, give yourself a fortune point. That was pretty metal. So I'm gonna have you make me 2 persuasion checks. The
Done.
first persuasion check is just to be like, hey, I'm one of you in disguise, you know, to not get found out. Which also,
2.
Calamir, you can make your stealth or thievery check to pass off on that.
Okay.
And I'll tell you all what the difficulty is. Oh, jeez. It is a simple check, so any successes are going to go toward momentum. And the person watching has rolled a...
We're capped out on momentum, guys.
Nice.
That didn't take long.
Oh, I gotta make a second persuade check for
For your speech.
my experience. There we go. That is 3 successes.
Very nice.
And I
Okay.
spend all of those. I'll spend all of that momentum right now to like foam at the mouth and have like fervor and stuff like that, and
Okay, so
speak in tongues, which is really just Vidaean, but like like I'm sure people don't know that around here, so I'm just like,
so the scene around you changes very suddenly, and all the people who were also convulsing from hand to mouth like kind of stop and start stepping back from you until it's like the dance scene in an 80s movie where they're giving you like a perfect circle to perform in, and across their faces is kind of a mixture of fear and astonishment and reverence all at once.
Can I roll a stealth to pretend to be enthralled by his words
Absolutely.
to like add to it?
As part of your as part of your disguise, we'll throw that in there with stealth, because normally I'd say not so much on the stealth, but this seems to be the theme.
And that is another 3 successes.
yeah.
So you're on your knees, practically pawing at his legs as he's preaching to the heavens.
So I want to as a part of this like fervent speech to make sure more people get like chosen amongst the chosen, basically. I want to take a little bit of my blood and like run up to some people and make like some weird ass mark on their forehead and be like, "You understand, sister, you understand," and like make just a line down the middle and be like, "The staff is here for you," and like talk about our patron in white who is not above us but is here for us. And in that fervent circle, I will make sure to mark Kriven and Calamar as well.
So there is one of these cultists toward the front of the line, steps forward and has a staff. Obviously not the staff, but has a staff, and points it forward toward you, Ramesh. You are chosen. And all that bear the mark. All that bear the mark.
Yeah.
And
I fall to my knees in humble reverence.
And as you're falling, there are people that are just, they start clawing at you who aren't marked. Mark me, and it's suddenly a mess.
Nice. Mark a couple more dudes. I try, if that guy that showed us the way is there, I'll mark him.
You do mark him, and
Yeah.
but there's so many that you can't even hope, and they're almost tearing each other apart to get to you at this
Nice.
point. And
This is beautiful.
the cultists like kind of surge in and start breaking them up, and they make a kind of path for you to follow out. And like, you know, these people, they're mostly desperate and hungry. They're not fighters. It doesn't take much to throw them off you. But while the person who had the staff starts ushering you away, a lot of the others are creating almost a human wall and blocking the retreat, as you just hear the throng of them yelling behind you, "No! No, take me! Mark me! No, I'll die here!"
As we walk off from this scene, I think to myself, Ramesh thinks to himself, "This is so easy. Maybe I should be in charge of this cult."
Foreshadowing. Anyway. So you go through a lot more alleyways, and soon the sounds of the courtyard die down. And you find yourselves in front of a building that's surprisingly nice for where you are right now. And there you can see in the windows some others in white robes. And the members of the cult that brought you back there start grabbing everyone roughly by the shoulders and lining them up into a line.
We're all there, right?
Yes, yeah, you were all chosen. There are, we'll say, 4 others.
Including the guy that helped us get here.
Correct, including the guide.
Hey, out of the scene for a second, did we have a plan B in case, like, we actually found our quad or anything?
Dude, we didn't really have a plan A.
Yeah, okay, cool.
We're just kind of looking for info, and now we're like in, man.
This was your plan A, if I'm correct.
Like, do you have a secret bow, like, hidden in your shirt or something in case shit goes sideways?
Oh, that's what I was saying. Like, we carrying, we had, like, you know, heavy clothes on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and very disheveled, but still enough to cover our weapons and such.
All right, cool. All right, back to it. Just making sure we're not gonna get royally fucked.
So is everyone okay with this lining up?
Yes.
Yeah, like going with it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to be first.
So there is
brothers and sisters. We've
the
come
one who
together
was
here.
pointing with the staff starts walking up and down the line as if they're inspecting you. And after making 2 passes, they stop and say, "First, before you come inside, you must take the Holy Sacrament." And one of the others is busily running down the row of people and putting a cup in front of each of them as someone has come out of the dwelling and is pouring a hot liquid into each cup. This will ease your minds.
Yeah.
Make your minds pliable. Is there a way that Kalimir can pretend to take a sip? Like, you know, kind of like a sleight of hand type of deal where maybe he takes it into his mouth and then, like, kind of spits it out somehow?
I feel like thievery is the best option for that roll, rather.
Okay. Oh, when it comes to us, that's what he's going to do.
It's pretty much... go ahead and tell me what y'all want to do. This is a good time for that.
Yeah. I would also like to kind of just be like, oh, yeah, glug, 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 dum, 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 num, num, and kind of just pretend to sip.
Yeah, or almost like, I don't know if it's hot, I was thinking like pour it, I mean, you could pour it down your shirt or something, but if it's hot, that would suck.
Yeah.
That's why I said maybe take it into the mouth and just kind of like let it roll, kind of like seep out of your mouth and roll down your chin into your clothes.
So anyone that wants to go that method and
So dribble, you know, like dribbling.
How much are they pouring in there?
About like 2 fingers worth, you know?
And it's like just like a little cup.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You could like hide that under your tongue or something. Like just kind of hold it in your cheek like a squirrel.
So
Probably couldn't talk though.
I'm gonna say it is a 2 difficulty thievery test for anyone who's going that route.
Woo! I got a 3. Go ahead. We have plenty of momentum, guys.
Okay. I'll spend 2 momentum on it.
Yeah, I'll spend 2 as well.
Give it a shot.
Oh.
Oh, man.
2 and a complication. Take your doom, please.
Oh my gosh, complications everywhere.
I also got 2 in a
what the
complication.
hell?
Oh,
Oh, you got 3, didn't you? Yeah. No.
Yeah, you got 3.
Oh, I got 3 in a complication. Yeah.
You know what?
Take the doom.
I did
Just
not.
take the doom.
I did not reset my doom at the beginning of this, so I am
Yeah,
gonna
you
take
should
the
just
doom.
take some now. Good. Great.
We're gonna have tons of doom.
Great.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay, so you all managed to, they're not paying super close attention to anyone. It's enough to see that one in your mouth, and you've all been at this thieves game long enough that you know when people are looking and when they're not, and you manage to spit it out. Your mouth goes numb a bit. Criven, if you would like, you can make me an alchemy test. If you would like to know what that was.
Take a whack at that. How much momentum do we have now?
Well, we should have 8.
8. I'll spend
Just-
1. Just 1.
Okay. That leaves us at 7.
Oh yeah, 3 successes.
Nice.
So that was a 2 success test.
Awesome.
You would
that
know
momentum.
this taste anywhere from your training in alchemy. It was made from the yellow lotus, and it was exactly what Calamir said. It was intended to make you much more compliant. And even as you're thinking this, you see a lot of the others around you, including the guide. Their shoulders slacken, their posture stoops, and their faces adopt dumb grins across it as their eyes kind of squint.
Follows.
Quick. Yeah, quick. Act dumb.
That's a persuade roll, right?
I would say persuade or thievery.
Persuade.
Yeah, it's thievery.
Yep. Great. 2 successes.
Thieving time. 1 success.
Open all the doors and let you out into the world.
Okay, so it sounds like it's everyone made it, yeah?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
dang.
Nice.
Oh, shit. We got 2
4
ones.
successes. Double crit.
Calamir, you look really fucked up.
Wow.
This guy's really ready. Let's take him first.
And in case anyone wants to know what this scene just looked like with the drinking of the liquid, if you're in the Facebook Live chat right now, Daniel Quasar has posted a wonderful GIF link that, yeah, it's pretty good. Let's leave it there. So, you're all standing there looking dumb-faced and numb, and you see a different sort of smile cross the face of the one holding the staff as he nods, self-satisfactory. Good. Now come in and wait. Everything will start in a little bit. The ritual will be underway. Come inside. And everyone just starts following him as he walks, very willingly.
Follow inside.
Yep.
So you're taking into a waiting parlor, and it's really quite nice, there's lounges about. It's very decadent, and it smells sickeningly like that incense from earlier. There's piles of fruit in a bowl on the table in the center, as well as sweetmeats and wine. And these people who came in with flock to it very excitedly, instantly start gorging themselves. This is the salvation that awaits all who follow the staff. The gods will come back to Shadazar, and this is what they will bring. Food.
Glorious food.
We will come
Praise the staff.
and a few other people take it up. Praise the staff!
Praise the staff. Griffin goes and eats some sandwiches.
Yeah. Did someone say sweetmeats? Well, hello.
We'll return for you in a little bit. But until then, enjoy. And let the worries of the world melt from your minds, brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
And with that, they all stride out of the room. The rest of the people don't even seem to notice them depart. So wrapped up are they in this feast laid out before them. And the wine is flowing very freely between them.
The bite of food that I took as they were leaving, I bleh, out of my mouth when they exit the room. I'm not gonna actually eat any of this stuff in case they're more liberal with drugging.
I don't know, they got the incense and the liquid.
Anything around this room aside from a giant pile of food?
There are various doors that lead from it. There's various, couches, or the equivalent thereof. I don't know if they'd be called couches at that time. But there's a lot of comfortable furniture. There is a fireplace amongst one wall, but it's certainly warm enough right now that that's not needed. There's a small pile of books on one of the shelves.
Anything of note in those books?
A quick glance over them appears that they are books to various gods. Amongst them, Mitra and Bali. And let's not forget Ishtar.
Someone's been doing their research on the other gods.
And from what you know, the Cult of the Staff, part of them returning Shadowzar to its former glory. Shadowzar was a city of temples of various gods. And so they haven't really been super clear what that means, but they also haven't championed any single god over any others.
Fair enough.
Is our guide friend, is he all wrapped up in the feast and everything too?
He turns toward you, especially Ramesh. Thank you. Thank you. This was everything I could have dreamed. I feel truly saved.
Congratulations, brother.
Nope, you're just high.
It'll never be this good again.
But with the cult, it'll be this good forever.
Yeah. I say, have you heard of what happens next? You seem to be pretty knowledgeable on these things.
There have not been any that returned. But the rumor is that this is when you're indoctrinated into their ways. When you become a member of the Cult of the Staff.
Okay.
Isn't that what you want?
Sound of any of this.
Of course. Why would we not?
This is what salvation feels like, brothers. This.
Praise the staff.
Praise the staff. Anyone want to give me an observation roll?
Yes.
Yep.
Indeed, sir. Indeed.
I will re-roll that 20.
What you gonna see?
I got a
Using momentum.
1.
I got one success, and I didn't get a complication.
Ooh, I only got one as well.
Oh, a bunch of one successes, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Everything's fine. just people making merry.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Glad that there's nothing
This
wrong
food
at
is
all.
pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does the food smell weird?
You can give me another observation test if you'd like.
Or alchemy?
My observation's actually higher. Bam, that's what I'm talking about. 3 successes.
Okay, we're gonna apply that to other things. You go to sniff the food that you have been eating, and it smells just fine. But you hear a noise coming from, it seems like somewhere outside the door on the right of the room, like a groaning of sorts, and no one else seems to notice it. It's very faint. It doesn't seem super close.
Is this the door we came in through, or the one that they left through?
Neither. It is a third option.
Oh.
So, is there anybody that's guarding us at the moment?
No, you've been left completely alone with the others here.
Okay, can I start searching around for like hidden doorways or anything like that? Trap doors?
Yeah, you could. It would be a...
I mean, that would be an observation, huh?
Yeah, I don't know that there's anything better than that. I will let you make
Thievery?
either an observation or a thievery. A thievery roll would be looking for specifically hidden things, like
Yes.
traps or secret doors.
Okay, that's what I'm going for.
After
I'm
hearing
good.
that noise, I'm gonna be like, "Yes, brother," to the guide guy, and be like, "Let's eat," and eat with him for a bit, and kind of just get him busy, eating again, and not talking to us.
Yeah.
And he's all too
Salvation
happy
is
to go back to drinking wine and talking to the others. He's known for much longer than you. Calamir, that was a simple test. You find nothing.
But maxed out our momentum.
Nice.
And I am damn sure that there is no hidden traps or doorways.
Once the guy's busy again, Criven kind of backs up and kind of gives Calamir and Ramesh the signal and just kind of points at the door, like, just to make a note of it.
Okay. I got my eyes out. I am at this point. I'll do my job here, and I'll keep all the people eating entertained on what they're doing and stuff, instead of paying attention to the people that are sneaking around the room.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we maybe move on into like the next hallway
Yeah.
or anything?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about we should go on that groaning door.
So, Ramesh, you can start by giving me a persuasion roll. I'm going to say it's a 2 difficulty to like completely enthrall these people.
Oh man, I wonder if I'll be able to do that. Oh, let me just 3 power.
3 power it is.
3 successes.
3 power word.
I forgot the word success for a second there.
I liked power.
So eloquent.
3 power.
So it doesn't take it's hardly an effort for you, as they already view you as enlightened, perhaps. You're the reason more than one of them is here right now, as you mark them. So
Yes, I am.
you stand toward the left side of the room, and they stare that way, while your companions start heading toward the right.
And another interesting thing that's happening over here. Look what the power the Lord has granted me this time, and I slide my thumb off from my finger.
Got your nose.
Yep. And the Lord has all of our noses.
All right. So the other two of you are sneaking.
Yeah.
It's trying.
Stealth out of this room.
I tell Calamir about the groaning that I hear in there.
Okay.
It's gonna be a difficulty 1 stealth test, as they are so enthralled.
Okay, and I can conceal Criven if you need it. Well, you're an assassin. I'm sure you're.
Yeah. I got good stealth roll. Oh, well. Yeah, it's pretty good. 1 success.
It's good enough.
That's 4 successes.
Nice.
So silently, you both slip out that right-hand door and slowly close it behind you until you hear it click. The hallway has numerous doors down its length. And from the one on the far end of it, you can hear clearer now that the door's behind you, or since you're past a door behind you, and you're closer to it, you just hear,
Guy's just disgusted by that all. It's just a teenager with angst.
Oh my god. Why'd you even bring me here, Dad?
What? Let's Calimere like gets his garrote out. He doesn't hold it in both hands yet because he wants to be able to like kind of palm it if someone comes around the corner. But he's getting his garrote ready.
Oh man.
And Criven's behind him. Couple steps and getting his bow ready.
so you both...
Is it dark? Is it like dark in this hallway, or?
It is dimly lit from windows high above it. So you make your way slowly down the hallway until you're standing outside of this door, garrote and bow drawn. What's it gonna be?
Is there a door
Yes.
on this?
Yeah, there most certainly is.
And the moaning isn't anything different than what we already heard.
Like it's just continuous?
It's not continuous, it stops and it starts. If anyone wants to give me an insight check, they're welcome to.
Not sure how much insight I have. Nah.
I got no expertise in it.
Yeah, same way.
It's a 50-50. I don't really... Nah. I'm not giving you any complications.
Yeah, I don't.
Let's just straight up...
Does it sound like he's the only guy in the room?
You gotta
Is
make
there
that
any,
insight
talking?
check?
Oh, it's an insight check.
It's up to
Scary.
you. I'm not gonna make
Alright.
you, but that's what it's
So
gonna take to
we have
figure
a
that
bunch
out.
of momentum. We do have a bunch of momentum.
Yeah, let's both do it.
Spend it, kill him.
It's been 2.
I spent 1.
Yeah, I'll just spend 1.
Oh, 0.
1.
So it seems like there might be multiple voices and also the shuffling of feet.
Ooh. I don't know if we want to start a ruckus, you know. I relay this information to Calamir that it sounds like there's a bunch of people in there. Maybe they're like operating on him or something.
Maybe we can move on to the next next thing, or can we open this door and just listen, or look without being noticed?
And so there's other rooms in this hallway.
There are other rooms. I will let you make a contested stealth roll against whatever's on the other side of this door, if you wish to open it.
I think we should check out the other rooms.
Yeah, let's do that first.
So there are two others on either side of the hallway. As in, like, two altogether. One on either side of the hallway, I guess, would be more appropriately.
Okay. Is the door closed?
You never opened it.
The
other
one.
two doors, yes. The other two doors are also closed.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to the end of the hall and listen.
Go ahead and make me observation rolls.
Sneaking up to this other door and putting my ear up. One.
2.
Silence.
Okay.
Slowly open the door.
Inside is a small laboratory.
Irvin stands up and walks right in there. It's small, you say?
Yes.
There's nobody in there.
There is currently no one in there, no.
Can we
Are there
start
any-
a fire in the lab?
Well, I was gonna steal some stuff first.
That's a good idea.
Are there any other doors in this room? Or is this just like a dead-end little room?
Dead end.
Sweet. Yeah. What's all up in this room? Are there some books and what kind of
Go ahead and
lab is this?
make me an alchemy roll.
I'll spend a fortune point. I want to know stuff. 3 successes. And that includes the fortune point.
So, going through the lab, you find a sack full of yellow flowers. It looks to be about, in game terms, 4 doses of yellow lotus.
Nice. Is there anything else in there, like books or
Nothing
any
that
kind
would be of use to you, no.
that?
Okay. Move on to the next door.
Yep.
Tell me more about this door.
Kalimir is going to sneak up to the side of it, carefully check it for traps.
There are
Which I
none.
forgot to do in these last. Okay. And then if they haven't heard anything yet, he's going to carefully open it.
So, this seems to be a small sitting room. There are 2 chairs in there. A decanter of wine sits on the small table between them. But what immediately catches your eyes are the shelf on the wall. On one shelf, there is 3 dusty wine bottles. And above that is a little a little wooden rod sticking up out of shelf, and there are like 3 necklaces draped over it with gold and gems.
Oh.
Would definitely take that.
Yeah, the wine too.
Well,
Could be some kind of mysterious potion.
this is true.
Griven's taking the wine. Throwing it in his rags.
So back in the room,
Yes.
of which we're gonna throw some doom down here.
Some doom in the room?
Some doom in the room. I'm gonna spend a doom to have not the one that looked to be in charge, but another member of the cult of the staff come back into the room and immediately looks around with a concerned look on his face.
Wait, we didn't hear him go through the hallway?
He came through him a different hallway.
Yeah, the door we're in is like another door. It's not the door that they left through or the door that we came in through.
Oh, okay.
We're in a separate part.
Yo, I bet Urquhart's dying.
Where are the others?
I'm sorry, what others?
You dogs, there are more of you here. There are 2 more.
You know what they say, shepherdless sheep will wander. And I go, isn't that right, everyone? And go back to the table and, come, sit, I'm sure they'll turn up. They probably just went looking for a bathroom or something.
He marches up and grabs one of the nameless women who had came with you by the collar. You must have seen. Where did it go? And she stammers a bit. I don't. And he tosses her onto the floor. One of you knows.
Do we? I say, perhaps they left. They didn't feel. Perhaps they were just heretics that didn't actually believe in the way.
So, go ahead and make a persuasion test. I am going to spend a doom to make that a little harder for you, and I'm going to say that your nerves in this situation are a little tense, and that's what does it.
I'm gonna spend a. I'll spend a momentum on this persuasion check. Three successes.
All right, it was a 3 success thing.
Whew.
Nice.
He grabs one of the flagons of wine from someone's hands as they're drinking it, takes a heavy swig, and goes out the door that you all came into.
Shit, my friends better hurry up.
So, meanwhile, in the other room where your friends are,
Yeah.
I don't know about bursting into this room, man.
No?
Let's try to peek. Let's peek in there. Do the stealth thing.
all right. I'm going to have you roll first, and then I'm going to roll the difficulty, since you don't know what's in there.
Are we both rolling, or?
Whoever's in front will roll.
That would probably be me since you're a ranger. Not a ranger, but you know what
A
I mean.
ranging guy.
And what kind of roll did you want, James?
Stealth.
I said
All right.
contested, right? Spend that momentum.
Oh, I'm using a fortune point.
Nice.
Boom. And
Take care of that.
2 momentum.
Nice.
Nice. So that's 5 successes.
Okay. Let's get crazy.
No,
here.
I'm sorry. That's for 6 successes.
6 successes. Okay. Let's see. What is my target number?
7.
Did you update the momentum? Anybody?
I spent a point, but I haven't updated it since then.
So slowly the door swings open, and you got how many successes? I'm sorry.
6.
6. So you have 1 momentum after all that.
Oh wow. But
There's
But
a
we're
bit of
quiet.
a help action going on there. As you snuck yourself into a room. And inside of it,
okay.
roll 20. Why don't you change? Has the page changed for anyone else?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking at a different map.
Okay.
Yeah, a bunch of weird goblin-looking dudes.
Oh, and we're up here. Okay,
I'll just
Where
have
are
to load it on the thing here.
upper right.
Oh, I thought we were gonna come in that door at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Looks right. I guess it
Yeah,
looks
it
kind of
kinda looks
window. Yeah.
Maybe not.
That room has a really trippy look to it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
inside of this room, you see what looks to perhaps at one point have been some of the homeless of Fleck Street. But now they look strange, distorted. Their limbs twisted in weird shapes, and they're abnormally muscled in strange spots. But they don't seem to notice any of you as you're up in the corner.
Huh. Okay. And this is the room that the moaning was going on in?
Yes. They all seem to be shuffling aimlessly.
Oh. So they're taking these people and just making them mindless.
Like, yeah, like weird. Yeah, weird monsters. Is this like a room, or is it all outdoor like this? Is it like?
It's more of a room, but this was the best map I could find.
Okay, I was
Okay.
just making sure. Are there any other doors in it? In the immediate vision?
Just the doors that you see there are doors. Alright, I'm gonna start taking Doom if you don't act soon.
Well, we're thinking about it, man.
I know, that's not
We
the
go back
Conan
to-
fashion, friend.
It's
Okay.
true. It's kind of scary. I mean,
Kali, do we just go back out the door?
I'm thinking
Yeah,
so,
grab
man.
our mesh. Yeah, we go back out.
Groven just grabs the door and
Close,
jumps
lady.
in. We came here for information, and we stole some stuff. We don't need to cause a commotion.
Yeah. Especially not with our hell.
We should get out of here.
So yeah, we should go back to the main room.
Yep. Shut the door quietly and walk away.
Okay, so you make your way back down the hallway into the room that you came from.
Stowing my weapon and everything.
Ramesh looks all too glad to see you now.
Okay.
Friends. And then I pull you guys closer and I go, we need to get out of here. Like through gritted teeth.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we just go right now?
They are looking for you guys because you walked away. I tried distracting them. Do we need any more information from this place, or should we just get out of here?
I'm thinking we should get out.
And
Curran's gonna make towards the door.
Just as you do, I'm going to spend 2 doom. As the person who was looking for you earlier returns, and with them another. Where were you?
Huh?
We've been here,
What's up, bro?
man.
Okay, go
Dude's not
ahead
here, man.
and go ahead and roll a persuasion. And I'm going to make that harder by spending doom.
You and your doom.
Hey, you gave me doom. I'm just spending what you gave me.
Yeah. I'm gonna spend a fortune point on this. My last one. How much momentum do we have? Is it up to date?
What kind of roll
I
are
mean,
we
that's
doing?
I don't know.
I'll spend 1. And this fortune point. So then we're down to 4, if this is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking unskilled. It's scary. Zero, but 2 for my fortune point. Yes. No complications.
Okay. Unfortunately, I spent 2 doom, so it was a 3 difficulty test.
No.
So they both draw daggers. You have disobeyed the cult, and we're gonna take a little break for a moment and come back to that in a second.
Dun, dun, dun.
So yeah, let's do that. We'll be back in a moment for more Conan the Thief and Modiphius' Conan Adventures in an Age Undreamed of.
Oh, vo.
Going in.
right, everybody. Hi. Thanks for sticking with us through the break. This is going well for everybody. Is anyone else back with me yet, or am I here alone so far?
I'm here.
Hey, Frank.
What's going on, buddy?
Oh, just running some Conan, Adventures in an Age Undreamed of. How about you?
What a coincidence. I'm playing Conan, Adventures in an Age Undreamed of.
So, hey, Frank, did you know that there's a really exciting thing coming up on June... Let's see, let's look at a calendar here. I believe it's June 3rd. Yeah, it is June 3rd.
June 3rd?
Yeah.
What's coming back?
Well, on June 3rd, we will be playing another game of Conan, but we will be doing a little giveaway as well. We will be giving away a copy of Conan the Thief that day. And there's going to be some more details coming as that gets closer. But one of the other big things is that there's going to be a little bit of a viewer vote that day, which is going to affect some pretty major things in the game.
Ooh.
Right? So, possibility of winning free things. You get to vote on... maybe matters of life and death. Let's just put it that way.
Seems like a rough thing to put up to a vote.
Yeah, right? Kind of horrible. So in other news, I would like to thank Sirenscape. If anyone's been listening tonight, they have heard the dulcet tones of Sirenscape serenading the scenes. They have some great action music and some great creepy music. And while we haven't had too much in the way of battle, there is certainly a lot of ominous things going on here. So thank you, Sirenscape, for that. Thank you to Roll20 for making this gaming group a thing. And how many years has it been, Frank?
It's funny. I looked at we joined at the end of 2012.
Holy crap! It's been 6 years?
Mm-hmm. For Roll20.
Wow. Yeah, because we started in person before that, but we
were playing a couple years.
Yeah, we don't live in the same place anymore. So thank you, Roll20, for keeping a gaming group going for 6 years. I don't know that I've had many that have made it that far before completely dissolving. So hey,
right.
Thanks for that. Let's see, what else do we got? Well, obviously Modiphius. Modiphius, one of these days I'm going to write you an embarrassing love letter because I love everything you do. Conan, Adventures in Age Undreamed of, great game. Tales from the Loop, fantastic. The Star Trek game, also fantastic. Uses the same system as this. Mutant Year Zero, absolutely frickin' brutal.
I can't wait to play that, man.
Oh, it's so good. So, the version I have is the Gen Lab Alpha, which is more intelligent animals. The one that I'm playing in a different group is the regular core one. And... my mutant power is... It's funny because we call ourselves the shitty X-Men, because that's totally what we are. We got a guy that stinks really bad, a guy that can fly, and I just have really big calves, It's,
Is that really your power?
Well, sort of. I can... If I activate my mutant power, I can run super fast, which is actually, my character...
Hi.
Hello.
Oh.
We're talking about some other Modiphius games. I was talking about Mutant Year Zero and my character in that. So my character has the power to run super fast, and their role or archetype, I forget what the game calls it, is slave. And as a slave, they can kind of shrug off pain because they're used to getting beat on. So I have a good chance of not taking damage in any particular time, and at any point I can activate my mutant power to just run the fuck away.
Nice.
However, also because my mutant power, the rest of the group has attached a little bicycle to their war wagon and makes me pedal them around. So hey, you win some, you lose some,
Yeah. I have 4 arms that can spit acid in that game, but I never show up to play it.
It's been a lot of fun. I forget what the last thing we made on our compound too, because so you have a kind of between session thing where you get to build things on your compound to help them survive in the wild. And our defenses have been getting better, which is good because like zone ghouls keep attacking it. But we have a militia now and a mounted patrol.
Nice.
I think we either are in the process of making or just made a tavern, which is like the only culture we have so far.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I really like that in games.
Yeah, it's really pleasing. Like it's something I've enjoyed in video games a lot. Like playing Fallout, I spend an inordinate amount of time building like multi-level houses in that game. As far up as I can make them, it's ridiculous.
I do the exact opposite of that. Whenever I get like the things when like such and such places in Peros like being attacked, I'm like, I threw up turrets there, whatever. Like I'm like, it's the apocalypse. People got to learn to fend for themselves at some point. So people die.
And meanwhile, I'm like, what main storyline? What main storyline?
Oh man, I remember before I even did any of the missions, I actually walked around and discovered every single place in the whole map. Like everything, like every freaking point you can fast travel to.
All right,
and I
well,
was like, all right, now I'm gonna go, find, my dad or whatever.
if I'm gonna save my baby, yeah, dad, baby, whatever, I'm making a map.
Yep.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like Mutant Year Zero has a lot of similar flavor, and it translates into an RPG super well. Well.
I've played Tales from the Loop, which is another Modiphius title, and I had a blast playing that.
I look forward to actually finally playing it. This isn't in the future. We have some things on our calendar coming up that we're not going to spoil yet. But in the future, we are going to do another Modiphius game, and we are going to let the viewing public decide. And it's funny. I really don't know which one I want it to be. There's not really a bad answer here. So, yeah.
Did you mention that Modiphius is up for 2 awards?
Oh, that's true. Not only Modiphius, but Conan: Adventures in an Age Undreamed Of is up for 2 awards. I remember his best release, which was the Book of Skelos, which is basically the book dealing with a lot of magic things. And it is a beautiful book and really well written. And I almost, instead of a thief game, wanted to do like an all sorcerer game, a la the People of the Black Circle. And what was the other one? It was
all sorcery would be sweet.
Right? That would be pretty cool. It was something like Best System or something crazy like that.
Well, I'm certainly enjoying it.
Yeah, indeed.
It's a lot of fun.
This has been this is one of my favorite, if not most favorite, fantasy games out there. So let's see. We talked Modiphius, we talked Roll20, we talked Serenescape, we talked Giveaway. If you're enjoying this and you have some time during the day where you need some things going into your ears, we have a podcast, a Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast. Heavily edited. It is called Crumbling Keep Presents The Isles of Samsaris, and you can find that on iTunes and your favorite podcast apps. It's a few weeks into it now, but it's still pretty early, so it's a good time to get into it. Anyone have anything else? Anything they want to talk about themselves? Or
Well, certainly, if you value what we're doing, we would love the support in a monetary sense, as well as any kind of ratings that you can give us. Just tell a friend. We'd appreciate that. But if you'd like to, throw some money, go to patreon.com/crumblingkeep, and we'll tell you what to do from there.
Yeah, indeed. And, honestly, that money will make an instant difference in quality of what you're seeing here. That's a lot of what's holding us back right now. I have planned to get some better lighting and some other things, but these things cost money, so help us be cooler. We like you.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Like us.
Yeah.
Do you like a circle one? Yes, no. But yeah,
Maybe.
talk about us. Tell your friends. Share these posts. Click like. Click the little heart. That is also extremely helpful for us too. So if you can't afford the $5, do that. It's helpful. So I think we're ready to get back to some Conan.
Absolutely, Conan.
All right, who wants to give us a first half recap?
Okay, I think Ramesh is best for that.
Okay.
I like how you just pass it on to other people. I think Emily would do great at this. Frank, why don't you do the recap this time?
Oh my god!
Well, I just stay silent. I let Brad handle that.
I can recap
Pass
this.
it off to Emily.
We really effectively disguised ourselves as poor people that would be in the area. I forget what the place is called.
The Barrens of Fleck Street.
The Flex, yeah. The Barrens of Fleck Street. So yes, so we disguised ourselves as people that would live in Flex Street, but we immediately caught shade the second we walked in there. Everybody was kind of looking at us and spying on us as we walked in. We used all of our cunning to find a way to get recruited by the cult that we were looking to get information on. I made a big scene that got us all selected to go into the inner circle. It kind of felt like they were prepping us for buying timeshares almost, to be honest. Like the whole situation.
Yeah, totally.
Food, hang out,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, you guys are chosen. You're the inner circle.
Drink this strange liquid.
Yeah, have a lobster dinner. Meanwhile, we'll be right back. Yeah, no. So, while that was happening, while people were eating, Kriven and Kalamir were off exploring. They saw some weird zombie morphed creature guys in a room, and did some stealing and some learning. And two of the staff people came back and noticed that they were missing, and now they came back into the room where everybody is, and shit's about to hit the fan as far as I know.
They're drawn daggers.
Yep. Yeah, we tried to convince them that we were here the whole time, and they're not falling for it.
So yeah, daggers are indeed drawn. Daggers are indeed drawn.
Drown!
And as part of Conan, players automatically get initiative. We're going to say they are in close range. I don't really have a map prepared for this, so we're going to do a little theater of the mind. But they're at close range. Players are up first.
Okay. Is it garrote time or is it? I think it's axe time.
As long as it's not hammer time.
No.
Yeah, I don't have a hammer.
No. Yeah.
Are you gonna ask these fools a question?
I'm gonna ask them a lot of things.
All right.
I mean, you could try to convince them. Go ahead. Kalimir hesitates for a moment just to.
Yeah, I'll give it a go first. I'm going to intimidate these guys. Actually,
Is this
and I'm gonna tell.
more of an attempt to convince them of something or cause them mental damage?
This is an attempt to convince them of something.
Okay.
And I'm going to intimidate them, and I'm gonna be like, I'm going to straighten up very quickly and show them that I'm not under the influence. And I say, this could go poorly very quickly. Don't let this happen to you and have to report this to your superiors.
Right.
And then I tell them to sit down.
I am, I hate to do it, but I'm gonna spend 3 doom on that one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'll spend a momentum too.
Which is for your roll probably
Unfortunately.
equivalent of 5.
I'll dance back. So yeah. It's on now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Boom. Come on.
Oh,
That is 7 successes.
That is amazing.
Oh
Wow.
wait, actually, I only rolled 4 die. I forgot to roll the one that I rolled for. I forgot to roll the. Oh, whoop, no, wrong one.
oh my god!
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Ramesh, you're ridiculous. Okay, so that was a
That's another success.
5 difficulty. That was a 5 difficulty task. So figure your
Yeah.
momentum accordingly.
That's 3 momentum. So I will spend one of that momentum to pierce through their defenses mentally, and I'll give you guys the other 2 for
Okay.
whatever goes down next.
I marked it down.
So they step back, hands in the air, daggers clattering against the floor, as what just happened seemed unearthly. They're like really literally inhuman. It's not an
Yeah.
exaggeration. Even your companions are once again reminded of the ancient blood that courses in your veins.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Oh, I'm part demon, haven't I told you?
I might have heard that rumor going around. My little,
Anyways, pick up the dagger. Pick up their daggers. And let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's just walk right past him.
Yeah. You
One of
didn't
them,
see nothing.
as you start to leave,
Yeah, pretty much.
as you start to leave, one of them steps forward. She starts to remove the robe from her shoulders. She's still clothed, but
Okay.
like it's more of a renouncement thing.
It's like,
How,
me.
however, she is looking at you with eyes of wonder. Please let me come with you.
we don't have time for this.
Yeah.
I
Do
was
we need another person?
she
She might know a lot about him.
Oh, she's a priestess. Yeah, roll with us. Yeah,
she waves
absolutely.
She waves to the others in the room who are like, all terrified now and backed against a wall. Their banquet suddenly interrupted. I was like them once. I too was a wretch. But they took pity on me and took me into their order instead of what they're doing to the rest. If they
Oh.
keep going, there won't be any city left. They're raising an
Save
army
it.
of
We
them.
need to go.
But you can end this now. There's only one of them that knows how to create the beast that they would turn these into.
Oh, well, that's a perfect opportunity.
Right now.
I can take you there. They won't stay here after you leave. They know they've been compromised.
Great. This one's an assassin. Let's go. We brought an assassin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that.
I guess we walk back into the room and I stink eye everybody and tell them to stay the fuck in this as we walk through.
Go ahead and give me another intimidation.
Yeah. What?
Ah, that's interesting. What? That's not a roll.
Oh no! Oh, sorry. I used my strong arm tactics. Excuse me. Clicked on the wrong thing. My bad, everyone. There it is. 4 successes.
I'm just gonna take all of those because I'm pretty sure you're probably all maxed out at momentum. So they all...
No, we could use some.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How many do you want to spend?
What?
How many successes
On
do you want to
successes?
spend on this? Yeah.
3.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
So they
us
all
some
like
momentum.
back against the walls. You say this, and the one cult member that's left turns toward the rest of them and says, You heard him. No one moves from this room.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Or like,
she takes you down the hallway that they originally left from and walks in silence for a while. She whispers to you, Ramesh, getting close to your ear. They're in the courtyard. There'll be many of them, but that's where you'll find him.
is there a place that overlooks the courtyard from up high?
Yes, but that is where he'll be.
Okay. Well, make sure everyone else hears this as we whisper on.
She holds out a hand and stops the group as you near a corner. The door is around that corner. It'll be guarded.
Okay. If you, thank you for all your help. If you wish for a better life than the one that you have now, go to such and such vineyard outside of town. And tell them Ramesh sent you, and you'll be
Ramesh.
welcomed with open arms.
Ramesh? Of the Thousand Hands?
No, another one. We gotta go.
Alright, detail me the approach here.
Criven's gonna pull out his bow. Is there just one corner here? Like, is it like a perpendicular hallway?
No, there's pretty much nowhere to go other than around this one poorly designed corner.
Alright. No. Take a peek. Take a peek around this corner here. Beep. Stealth.
So
or-
you,
Wait,
yeah.
what
Give me
corner?
we're gonna do an opposed roll.
We like
Are we on-
Scooby-Doo look around the corner, like all
Like
one above the other, peep our heads out.
Three Stooges or something.
Yeah.
What map are we supposed to be on?
You're not on a map yet.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am.
All right. So, I got one success. Is what you're rolling against.
I'll spend one momentum. Just to be sure. Bam. 4 successes.
All right. So yeah,
So 2.
that's way more than you need.
6.
So silently, you look around the corner, and you see 2 guards standing outside the door.
Are they like close range?
We'll say they're medium. We'll say there's like 1 zone away.
Yep. I come back and tell Calimere. There's 2 of them up there. Jump out and take out one, and you run in and take out the other.
Or I could get the one with my trusty friend here, and I pull out my groat,
Mm-hmm.
and you can take the other one at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
kill
run
them
in.
both. Good idea.
You run in, and I'll back you up.
Thank you.
I'll stay here bravely.
Thanks, buddy.
Keep an eye out.
Yeah, let me know if you need me to talk.
Will do.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a moment to get their movements, James, and then use the exploit action.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah.
And then approach.
Do it up.
Okay. That'd be stealth attack? Melee? I think it's...
What, exploit in general?
Yeah.
No, I think
You do it for an action, and it like boosts your attack. pretty much.
Yeah, you don't have to roll anything for it.
No, I meant for the attack itself, like grabbing the guy.
It's going to be melee unless you have a talent that lets you do otherwise. There's a specific talent that lets you substitute stealth.
Oh yeah, that's that. It doesn't really matter.
Get him.
Go on, get him. I'm gonna use a fortune point.
Oh yeah.
And 2 momentum. To give me maximum. Oh my god.
Oh! Whoa!
A 1 and 2 20s.
Damn.
Jesus. Oh god.
Okay, well that's enough successes to bypass them seeing you. And the complication can't be that you fail, so you have to succeed. What is it?
I think this is the second time this happened.
Nuts. And a 19 too.
Just take the doom.
No, I can't take the doom. This is too good. Nothing's jumping out at me, and I want it to, though. Or more so, I want it to jump out at you for two complications.
So I do get how many did I need?
Okay. I got the complications here. You just needed. They rolled a 1, so you needed 2, but it's not going to give you any momentum.
Well, I used the fortune point, so that gives it 2.
Okay, so yeah, that'll give you 2 momentum.
Plus a bonus for my living shadow talent in rank 2. So adjust the doom appropriately.
So as you're all sneaking, or as you're sneaking up there, I'm going to spend a point of doom to seize the initiative.
Okay.
Which is starting to run me down.
Is this
on
after
doom.
my attack?
Yeah, I will resolve the attack first. Sorry, I got excited.
Okay.
All that complication, you know.
Yeah.
So for anyone who's tuning in for the first time, complications are when you roll a 20, and they are not great.
Nat 20s and this are bad things.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Especially rolling 2 of them.
It's really a shame.
All right.
Okay.
I'm like tingling. Ooh.
That's never good.
4 plus 4 effect, which is like
The growth's really brutal. I remember.
I wrote it down here. Okay, grappling, hidden 2, not really an issue. Unforgiving 3.
Yep.
And unforgiving. Man, I don't have my book.
Unforgiving gives you, for each number, it gives you vicious 1 and intense. So it actually gives you, it's going to give you 3 extra damage for each of those effects.
Effect. Yeah.
3
And then
per effect?
exploiting.
Yeah, so that's 4 effects.
And then exploiting gives you piercing 2, and also an additional damage dice for every momentum you spent on the attack.
Oh, which was 3?
Or wasn't it 2 and a fortune point?
Yeah, you're right. 2 and a fortune point.
Okay, so wow. Yeah, go
Oh my
ahead
gosh.
and give me that total.
Okay. That's 4 plus 12, 16. Plus piercing 4.
Or no, it'd be piercing
Right.
8. It gives you actual piercing 2. Like
Oh
the
wow.
quality.
Okay, so piercing 8.
Guess what? He's not wearing that much armor. Okay. So,
Conan.
yeah, for
It
real.
pierces through him and into his son who's not even there.
Well, and you have those extra combat dice for momentum.
So the
Oh, do I even want to roll those? I definitely want to roll those.
oh my.
Just puke on. Set the record, man. And at their effects.
Yeah. So, 18.
Okay, so the only thing you feel that stops the garrote is their neck bone as it like cuts through their skin. And right as this happens, and like
And they implode.
Calamir, like you rip a hole in the universe with your garrote. Like you feel it like snag around their neck bone. They don't even get a chance to yell, but the rest of you from behind you around the corner hear a different sort of yell. Another step and I'll kill her! And you all turn to see that another one of the cult has come up behind you and has taken the woman who had helped you and has a knife to her throat. But it is still your turns. That was his action.
I mean,
How much momentum do we have?
um,
I'm gonna bust out an arrow and take an aimed shot right at his head.
Okay.
That costs 2, and I'll spend 2 on the attack. Just to make sure. Three successes.
That's certainly going to be enough to hit with 2 momentum. Well, yeah, because you spent momentum to make it a called shot. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
Sweet. Brings up to 4. Hit that damage. I'm gonna re-roll those zeros there with my talent. Oh,
okay, one more. That's
yeah, it's better than nothing.
yep.
So 4. I mean, they're cultists. They're probably not wearing helmets or anything. I mean, you're piercing.
No. Yeah, I'm going to say that their heads are indeed unarmored.
Cool. I'll spend 1 on damage, which I actually read. And if you spend momentum on damage, it is just a base 1. It's not a
So it's
dice.
not an extra dice. Okay. We've been going back and forth on that a lot.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's just one extra point of damage.
Yeah, but if you ever do see damage and it shows the little bird symbol next to the number, that does mean dice.
So in an attack, when it says bonus damage, that's all dice.
Yeah, like
Okay.
the bonus from your attribute and stuff.
Yeah.
That's all dice, but
So I still get the 4 bonus damage for my threatened attacks and stuff, and that's all dice.
yeah.
Oh, good. I'm gonna melt some guy's brain in a sec here.
And there should even be little slots that you can load like attribute bonus and bonus damage into, like in the attack roll.
Yeah.
So you just bust it all out at once.
So what was your damage altogether?
5
5?
to his unarmored head.
Okay. Oh, well, you know, that is going to be enough to cause a wound. Yeah, that
To
does
his head.
To the head.
The woman puts her hand up to her mouth to muffle a shriek as an arrow flies by her and goes directly through his head. Ramesh,
That's the dude that was holding. The woman?
There's one guard left.
Yeah. And
Okay.
It's not the one holding the woman.
I turn around to the other one and say, "Stand down or die like these other curs." And I will use my threaten attack to actually like do damage and stun him mentally.
Okay.
So we'll do that, and yeah, I'll spend a momentum on it too. Add an extra die roll. Wait, no, never mind. I won't. I'm fine. Oh no. So that's 4 successes and a problem.
Okay, so 4 successes is going to do it, and you hear yells from outside the door. What was that?
Great. This guy's gonna take a shit ton of damage. How many successes did I need to hit him? How much extra do I have?
Oh, just 1. I wasn't spending any doom to make it worse.
Okay, I have 1. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 die. Okay. All right, that looks like 7 damage and 3 falcons of extra powers happening.
And stun or whatever you got.
Yeah. Yeah, so that guy is stunned on top of taking 7 mental damage.
Stunned threefold.
Yep.
Well, even with his substantial courage, that's enough. He throws open the door and runs screaming outside as the light floods in. Obviously,
Well, that was not standing down.
Been driven mad.
I need to stop driving people insane by yelling at them.
The intimidation worked well.
I know. That was intimidating him too. I told him to stand down or die like the others. That's pretty intimidating.
And, you know, he chose not to die like the others.
Yeah.
You're too harsh, man.
Oh, man. You gotta know how to reel it in. Yeah, you guys just garroted a guy in half and arrowed through a head, but I was really harsh with what I said to that.
Okay, so, yeah, he runs through the door screaming, and you see right in front of it a singular cultist. "We are being invaded!" they yell.
Oh,
Shit.
well,
That's complicated.
It's almost like someone rolled a complication.
oh man. This is a pretty big complication.
I know.
That's
Oh.
exactly what we're trying to avoid.
Conan.
What if we just peaced out?
No, let's just do it.
Conan, yeah, that's true.
I'm putting the garrote away and I'm getting out the axe.
Hey, point of order about that guy running through those doors though. Didn't I stun him? Is he even able to run?
Yeah, I mean, you basically killed him mentally. It's just I try and find new and creative ways for people to mentally die all the time.
All right.
And with the complication, I thought it was only fair that noises happened.
That's fair. Okay, cool.
Yeah, rather than, like, I don't want to make anyone's head just go yet.
I'll get him yet.
So, we're going to say this is a new scene. So, one thing we have been forgetting to do is that at the end of each round, you're supposed to be losing a momentum. So, I will have you remove one now. And we're going to start off with your initiative.
You know what? I'm willing to try this. Point to the bodies out there and say, "Look at your fallen. You want to end up like them? Stand down or face our wrath." And I will intimidate the hell out of the group in like get the fuck back kind of way, not a doing damage kind of way.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that you're gonna have to spend. I'm gonna make you do the secondary target for momentum spend to have it affect more than one person.
Okay. Sounds good.
We're up in the corner here.
If we're gonna fight, I might as well herald us coming in. That's 5 successes.
5 successes will certainly do it.
Yeah. I basically walk in and say, "Pee your pants, we like killing."
So how much momentum do you spend? How many people is this affecting?
It's 1 momentum per person affected.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's see, I got 5. How many successes did I need to pull this off? Just 1?
I will say, well, what exactly is your goal? Let's ask that.
To make a bunch of people second guess about attacking us right now.
Okay. I'm gonna say for 3 successes you can stun somebody.
Just 1 person?
Yeah.
Dude in the middle then.
Give me a click on them so I know who you're talking about.
Big mean
Got it.
Mamba Jamba. Yeah.
Okay. And also, AJ.
And then I have 2 extra stuns, so I will stun this guy, and I'll stun his 2 acolytes next to him too. Fill him with doubt. So this group of people, I'll stun with all of my momentum and successes.
Okay, so all of those up there on that secondary level stumble backwards a bit and look unsure of what to do. Also of note, AJ in the chat just let us know that it actually isn't a momentum loss at the end of each round. It is only at a change of scene. So thank you, AJ.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that is awesome.
Right?
Thanks,
Yeah.
AJ.
James killing our
Yeah.
vibe for
right.
weeks now, months.
Thank you.
And to that I say, next person should take their turn or I'm taking more doom.
Criven races in and blasts this guy with an arrow.
Prove my point. Told you we'll
But
kill you.
most out is 9.
Yeah.
How much momentum we got?
4.
Oh, thanks, AJ. By the way,
Yeah.
Thank you, AJ.
Thanks, AJ. Way to give him more momentum, AJ.
Oh, 1 in a complication. What is happening? Take the doom, please.
Seriously though, thanks, AJ. Let's see, 1 in a complication. Okay, go ahead and roll damage, and then we'll handle that complication.
He's gonna complicate me.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
AJ, save us.
what you got? Please.
I'm gonna re-roll one of those zeros there for my accurate talent. It's gonna be a 9 damage and 4 piercing.
Okay, so it should be mentioned that each of these like groupings is just that. It is a group. So they are using the like group of minion rules. You know what I mean? So you just did 9 damage altogether?
Yeah.
All right, so explain to me how you're taking out 2 of them, because that's what just happened. Oh wait,
Well,
I'm sorry. Any soak or any piercing rather?
Yeah, there's 4 piercing. on
Okay,
that.
then yeah. Tell me how you took out 2 of them, because that's what's going down.
Right. Hearing all the voices and the clamor and everything, and Ramesh giving his shouts and threats of violence, Criven just runs in there with his bow ready and pulls out 3 arrows and just runs in and just lets it fly at the first group of people he sees, and one of them just goes right through one dude's chest and the other one just right into one dude's eye, just right into his freaking eyeball.
Metal. All right. And then, and so as you do that, make me an acrobatics check.
Oh.
Difficulty's going to be 2. You know what? I'm going to pay a doom. Let's make that 3.
Ooh. Oh, man. I'll spend 1 momentum. Just one. 2.
Okay, so the barrels you're standing by, you dislodged something as you ran up, and they roll towards you. You jump over one of them only to land on a second one and land on the ground hard, taking just 1 damage. You can be stunned or you can give me a doom.
Ooh. I'll give you a doom.
Alright.
Yes, do that.
Guys, according to the chat, we have AJ and Jeffrey telling us that we're only supposed to have 6 max momentum, not 9.
Oh my gosh.
So now I'm wondering whose side AJ is really on.
What are you doing?
It's I guess it looks like it's to promote more like spending of like over the top momentum per individual attacks and stuff.
AJ,
Okay.
you've totally redeemed yourself in my eyes, by the way.
All right.
Seriously, AJ, Jeffrey,
So-
thank you so much. We've only been playing this with ourselves so far, so we've been kind of like interpreting the rules ourselves, and we were sure we were missing things, so this is super appreciated.
Fix it.
Yes.
You forgot to give us homework.
No, seriously, we'll do it.
Yeah, thanks for keeping us right.
Okay, so
We're new to this.
Kalimir charging in with his axe. He's not even worried about stealthing anymore, but he's, moves like a panther and charges up and just does a horizontal strike, trying to cleave this guy into the other guys that have probably just fallen to their knees, or starting to crumple.
Yeah, they're still in the process of dying. They haven't even gotten that far yet.
Not even fully dead.
And I'll use 2 of those momentum. Nice. So that's 4 successes.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
Okay. And I'll use 1 momentum to add Vicious 2 to my attack. And I'll roll the damage here in a second. There we go. That's 3 plus Vicious 2. Vicious 4. So 7 plus an additional wound because it's also intense. The bearded axe. So 7 damage and an additional wound because 7 damage would likely do a wound, right?
It
Why is that
would.
wearing armor?
Depending on your soak.
Even with the armor. So yeah, they're minions, so that's totally going to do it.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, so everyone has gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so this group of... Well, let's move these guys out of the way. Let's not get confusion. The dead move over here. So this group of 3 cultists rushes forward to attack Kalimir. Do you want to do anything about that?
Well, it's not acrobatics. I gotta do parry, right? No. Let them try.
Okay. What's your reach?
Oh, wait, no, because they're minions, right? They're all gonna attack me at once?
Yes, all 3 of them.
Then yes, I'll give you a doom.
Try to parry it up.
Okay.
So we're back
so
at 2 more.
what's your reach?
2, I believe, with the... Yep.
Okay,
Two.
so I only had one success on all of those. So anything you roll is basically going to be momentum.
Come on.
No!
No, are you serious? What?
Reroll that. Can you reroll that somehow?
Brutal.
That's another complication, everybody.
And no success.
Satan appears.
Okay, so you dance out of the way of their... Well, you have your axe, right?
Yes.
Alright, so you keep them at arm's reach with your axe, and they move around you trying to form a semicircle, but you manage to all keep them in front of you. None of them can creep around to your back. And one of them goes in to swing their dagger and just runs into the head of your axe. Like, not the blade, but, you know, and just dances back. Unfortunately, that jostles you back slightly, hitting the stand behind you. Give me a... Let's see, I think this is going to be...
Acrobatics?
No. Give me a resistance.
Resistance.
Yeah.
Okay. That's one success.
You wince slightly as you feel the wood slam into your back, but manage to keep your footing.
Okay.
So this group down up here comes running down the stairwell, and it's going to spend their turn getting right up next to our friend Cricket. Okay, so next round.
I will start.
Well, now you mention it. Funnily enough, Jeffrey just mentioned exactly what I was planning on doing here. I'm going to spend a doom and seize the initiative there. As these two are coming for Cribbin. I want to make sure they get a swing in before.
That's all right, because they'll continue to.
They're all up in my grill.
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm gonna have one success on that. So, or yeah, you don't really have a reach right now, so that's gonna work.
Yeah, I have a bow, and I wouldn't think you could properly parry with a bow, even like a dagger or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what I told you last time. I will let you attempt to parry with the bow, but it could go very badly for you.
Yeah, see, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I like my bow. I don't want to get hurt.
Alright, so they come raining down the stairs, and one of them leaps off the stairwell onto you. And you manage to throw him to the side, and as he's rolling on the dirt, you feel a dagger tear into the cloth of your clothing, even as you jump away. And it's going to be... Well, let's see, where is this hitting you? That's probably important for you.
It is.
Right leg. Coming at your right leg.
No soak. Need
So
that
it's going to be
soak.
3 damage then to your right leg. 3 vigor. So no real damage yet, but okay. Go for it, players.
I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna actually. Oh, I have to move. This guy's a separate. This dude is a separate zone.
Yes.
He's 2 zones away from me right now.
You're in this one. This would be zone 2. That would be zone 3. Yes.
Okay, if I moved up here, is there a way to move up here?
So yeah, that looks like so. You can see the little pale line there to separate the zone. But from there up to there would be. Yeah, you could go up there.
Okay. And would this guy be in the same zone as me then?
No, I'm going to count this here as the dividing line between the two.
Oh, okay. Crap. Alright. Well, then I can't actually target him with a saying, I'll just break these two cultist minds then. And tell them that they've both chosen a really poor day to die. And hate them.
That they're bad.
Yeah, they know. Oh, they know I'm hating them. Okay. So that's 5 successes.
That's certainly going to do it.
Okay. So I need 3 successes total to affect these guys, you said?
No, if you're just doing a regular attack,
Yeah.
1 will do. But you'll have
Okay.
to spend a momentum to, you'll
Yep.
have to do the momentum
So,
to hit
okay.
the next one.
All right, cool. So I'll spend 1 momentum to hit this guy next to him. And then I'll spend 2 momentum to increase the damage that I do to these guys' brains. And then I'll put the rest of the momentum into pool for everyone else. The end.
Alright, so one of them will take full damage, and the other one will take half damage.
Yep. So wait, so momentum adds to just the damage on the back end. I don't add it to the number of die that I'm rolling with it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can actually, I think you spend the momentum on damage after the roll, so you can like roll damage and then modify your damage with momentum.
All right. Well, they take. I said I was already going to spend 2, so they'll take. The main guy will take 7, and the other guy will take half. I don't know if it's rounded up or rounded down. And then I have the stun effect goes off on both of them.
And I do not desire to spend any doom to save them. So what are the numbers again, damage-wise?
7 to the first guy, the one that's closest to Criven
Okay.
here. And then, is it round up or round down?
We'll go with round up. This is Conan.
Okay, then 4 to this guy.
Any piercing?
No. It's to their mental damage, so
Right.
no.
Okay. So
2 extra, and so yeah. And then they're both stunned.
the first one so the first one just stares at you like open mouth and fearful and just kind of freezes in action, giving Criven enough time to take an arrow that he already had in his hand and stab it into his back right through his heart.
Nice.
And he falls dead, still facing you. The other one starts stammering and looks to be stunned.
Yeah, man. Today was the day you chose to die. This is on you.
Today was a good day.
And I'm gonna keep hiding right nicely behind all these big structures of lovely things. My turn is over.
And with that arrow, I just stabbed that guy to death with. I'm gonna. Can I see this guy up here?
I'll say yes, but if you're shooting at him, it's going to take 2 successes to hit.
Easy.
2 to hit. Yeah, I should be able to do that.
I probably
Yep.
should have said 3, but we'll go with 2, because I said it already.
I meant 7.
And I'm giving myself due.
3 successes, you say?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go for it. Where are we at in this momentum?
We're at 4 out of 6. Spend. Gotta spend momentum to make momentum. Am I right?
Right?
Yeah, since you max out at 6.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Forever call that AJ's law.
Forevermore.
Spend 2 on this attack. 3 successes.
Okay, that's 1 more than you needed, so that'll be a momentum back.
Sweet. Let's do this damage here. Oof.
Mm.
Gonna roll 3 of those zeros. 4, 2 piercing. I'll I'll spend one for the wound. Just take this guy out.
All right. So what are we? So we're looking at. What are we looking at all together?
Five, 2 piercing.
5, 2 piercing. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, that is going to do it. Your arrow arcs up
Oh shit!
and rains down into his right leg because you love shooting people in that right leg,
I know, it's nuts, man.
pinning it to the ground, and he wiggles there, bleeding out. That's all of you this round, right? Calamir,
Nope.
are you gone?
Nope.
Not.
Okay.
Ishtar time.
Yeah. Ishtar's kiss. He is pissed. He just got slammed up against this stand. I mean, it's his own fault, but he's not going to accept that. So he takes a little bit of a sidestep and gets a good, so he can get his hand out along the side of the cart to get a good swing. And that roll. Do we have any momentum left?
We got
We
2.
have 2,
Yeah,
right?
2.
Okay, I'm gonna use one for this attack.
Cool.
Nice.
Nice. So that's 4 successes.
Yeah. Can you slice into multiple people with that?
Yeah, I'm wondering whether I can add that. I can add the vicious quality afterwards, but I'm wondering if I can add like the penetration or no, it wasn't
Secondary target or whatever.
Yeah, secondary target.
Yeah, you can. Can you do that for weapons as well, or just is that just a?
Yeah,
Yelling
you
at
can
people
do
thing.
that for weapons too.
No.
After the attack?
Yeah, and as far as I know, the only things you have to spend momentum on before the attack is to roll extra dice, or any action is to roll extra dice to achieve it.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay, and the momentum spend states a secondary target within reach suffers half damage.
So they're all within reach.
And that's 2. So I had 4 successes, 3 of them to use. I'm going to use 2 of them for secondary target and put 1 back to take it to 2.
All right, let me see some
Roll
damage.
I'm rolling that damage. I'm rolling that damage. He viciously strikes. Oh my gosh, for 10 points damage.
Wow.
Nice.
And that's intense, so it has 1 more wound. And would that apply, hey, AJ, Jeff, would that apply to a secondary target as well? The intense quality?
I mean,
You have to spend again to proc it onto a
if
second guy.
if it does indeed give one of them 5 damage as well, I would say yes.
Okay.
So
I would think so too.
how much damage should you do altogether?
10.
10. Any piercing?
No, I don't think so. Oh, I can, can't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend one of the momentum.
Yeah, 1 to
Just piercing?
ignore 2 soak.
Okay.
Well, it just ignores 2 soak, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so 10 damage altogether.
Oh, and I should roll location. Torso.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so
A lot of vital stuff in there.
being as they are a horde, you basically did enough in the 10 damage to do 2 wounds. And if you're doing half that amount toward the next one, that's going to be another 5, which would also be a wound. So tell me a story about how you just took out all 3 of these.
All 3 of them? I thought it was just a secondary.
Yeah, but since
I
they're
heard him say all three.
since they're a horde, since they're attacking as a horde because they're all
Oh.
minions, that all carries over anyway.
Oh, wow.
So tell me a story here. How'd that look?
Okay, so he clips the first guy just in the torso, in the stomach area, spills his guts as he keeps swinging, chops the other guy's head off, and then sinks like into the neck of the third guy.
Okay, now I believe that is everybody.
It was.
If you are quite finished, sir. So, from above you, you hear, "You will never leave this courtyard alive."
Neither will these guys.
And
Heyo.
we are going to spend... Let's see, how much Doom do I have here? I accidentally closed my Doom window.
Can I spend momentum to seize the initiative?
I'm going to spend my last 2 Doom and go down to 0 Doom. And let's see, what do we want to spend it on exactly?
Oof. Crane, I think we're gonna gain momentum if you take too much longer.
Yeah, please.
Okay,
Seriously.
so
6. That is rough, man.
I'm gonna spend it on. I'm gonna spend it 1 on the dice for the test.
Oh man. What's gonna happen to
Let's
us?
see.
It'll be bad.
What's your stat here, Buckaroo? Oof.
What?
Okay, that's not great.
Oh no!
He done went and complicated himself.
Be a shame if he fell off that perch.
Okay, and I'm spending the other momentum on an extra damage. Okay, so, Calamir, as you look up to see this, you see this cultist right here, surrounded by some form of eldritch energy, and you feel your skin suddenly burning, and there's a pain deep within your guts as you suffer 6 to your not resolve, sorry, 6 to your vigor with 3 piercing.
Who?
You.
To the vigor.
6 to my vigor with 3 piercing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mental?
No, vigor. It's physically affecting you, whatever he just did.
Okay. And my armor? Doesn't matter?
Do you have an armor of more than 3?
No.
Okay, yeah, because they got 3 piercing, so it's gonna bypass 3 points of soak, which will be enough to take a wound as well.
That sucks.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ouch. Okay, where?
In your head.
Where's it burning?
Yeah, you want me to be specific? Exactly.
Your right arm is burning.
Ugh. Get it off.
He's using magic.
And the last cultist that is by Criven there. Oh, they're stunned. Never mind. Okay.
Do we see Calamir's arm ignite?
It's burning more like irritated burning than like actually set on fire burning, you know?
Sure.
But you do see him like, I don't know, what do they see, Calamir? How do you express this?
I'm like trying to put out, because is there a visual effect to it?
No, you only saw him glow. There's no visual effect to your arm itself.
Oh, I'm just feeling it. Okay. I'm like, my arm's on fire. By Ishtar. They said my legs would burn, not my.
All right, so top of the round, it is back on the players.
Man, I gotta get within close range of this fucker to do anything.
Right.
You just fill him with arrows first.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking, but I'm worried about this guy stabbing me in the back, you know?
Oh, I mean, he's stunned until he moves, so he's, I can ruin his
Come up
fate.
here. You come up here so you can.
Kevin's gonna run in here. Do I have a pretty clear view of this guy?
I'm gonna give you. It's gonna be a 2 difficulty to hit him too because of the height.
All right. Can I tell if he's holding the Staff of Wonders?
He is not. This is not Urquhart.
Okay.
Good to know.
Sweet. Yeah, because we'd all probably recognize him. At least some of us would, I would think. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would totally recognize Urquhart if you saw them.
Sweet. All right, yeah, Griffin's gonna run in here and take a shot at this guy. This scary looking... Looks like some kind of weird squid man or something.
Best miniature I could find.
Right. How much momentum do we have? Oh, do we have none?
We're on even keel then, because I have no doom.
Man, 2 successes. Yeah, I'll go for it.
And your arrow sinks into the wall below them.
Bastard.
Who's gonna go next?
I'll take care of this guy that's on the ground level here. So he just kind of points at this guy with his right arm that's burning and just takes some quick strides. And just straight up over the head, down his torso. No momentum. Straight up. Oh shit. Straight up melee. And
Nice.
Okay, so I needed a 2. So 1 momentum.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Shouldn't you have 2 momentum?
Yeah, it's 4 successes.
I have a wound.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'll just add that momentum to the pool because that's 7 points of damage.
Nice.
Plus an extra wound.
Okay, and that's for who again?
The guy at the toward the entrance. Yep, this one.
Okay. You're gonna have to move.
Clearing the path.
It's a small thing, but you're gonna have to move into that zone. Which there's nothing stopping you from doing so, but
Are we tactically withdrawing here? Is this what's happening?
No, I'm clearing the way for you, so you can.
Yeah.
Oh.
And next turn, I'm gonna run up there and
Okay,
back you up.
so he receives Ishtar's kiss, and
Mwah!
they are cleaved.
Ooh.
Ramesh.
I will move into here, and I will threaten this guy with all the might of my. And I scream, "We face worse than you, demon! You'll die with the rest of your
So
chaff."
he
Lord
is still a zone away.
jerks. He is?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I moved 2 zones in a turn.
Well, yes, but you'd have to climb this wall.
And there's no other way to get to him.
There is a ladder here,
Yeah.
and I want to say...
But if I got up to here, that's still a zone away from him, right?
Yes.
Man.
Like this little block is his own zone.
Yeah. There's no way... The only way to access it is getting across this little bridge thingy over here.
Oh, if you do have...
It seems that the only way I can see to really get there is up this ladder, which that's the same zone, and then
Okay.
onto here. Because I'm not actually seeing anything on this side that hits the ground. So, you know,
Alright,
without, like, climbing
so-
a wall or bouncing off of awnings, which, hey,
Okay,
what does your
so,
acrobatics look like? Yeah.
I was already in this zone when I started. So I'll move up into this zone. Doot, 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 doot. Here. And since I assume I can't move to this zone as well this turn. I will bust out my whip and whip at that guy.
How far...
Shazam!
The whip doesn't go...
The whip has a range of 3.
That's
Reach
within
or,
close.
reach or
range.
range?
It says reach 3.
Okay, so
Yeah.
reach is a little different than range. Reach is basically like
Ah.
that'll give you advantage over someone attacking with a dagger that has reach 1. They'll need to get extra successes to hit you.
Okay. So I still can't whip a guy from here?
Yeah, sadly.
Like
20 feet.
Exact distance
That's
doesn't
like-
exist in Conan.
like 20 fucking feet. I could totally beat his ass. All right.
If you hung like right here, you could hit this guy
So this one's gonna
Right,
run
right in the top.
into
Yeah.
your zone with his dagger.
Okay. I guess then yeah.
Do you want to parry at all?
Sure. No, I want to.
So, also of note, so they're attacking with daggers, which have reach 1, versus your reach 3 whip means that they need to
Yep.
get 3 successes just to hit you.
Nice.
So,
That's cool.
if you're parrying, you have to give me a doom, which I will gladly take.
Sure. Why not? You'll just use it
Yes.
against me right away.
I mean, not right away, no. I'm going to hold on to it for a sec.
You terrible monster. All right. Here we go. I got a success.
I got no success. Alright, so that's going to go directly to momentum. Here, I have it open. I'll give you the momentum. So we have...
I parried him successfully.
Yes, you did. Your whip lashes out and smashes into his arm that had the dagger, and he stumbles back, not stabbing you.
Combat training's paying off. Do, 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 do.
We'll get you there.
Meanwhile,
Yep. Someday.
Oh. Somebody moving their mic?
Sorry, that was me.
Oh.
It fell off for a second.
on top of the landing, "That was your last arrow," he yells as he points toward Criven. Scoring 1 success.
Can I mentally prepare myself?
I am afraid not, friend.
Man, it's just rude.
So this is a
Yeah.
mental attack that's doing physical damage, correct?
Not exactly. It is
Okay.
straight up magic, which is this is like
Okay.
the first time we've actually
Yeah.
seen magic in
okay.
this game. Okay.
Nice.
Because I
Yes.
haven't fixed the display to actually show our dice rolls yet, which I will have done by next session, no one got to see the fact that I just
Promise.
rolled a big 0 on combat dice. So let's roll location. He's all about the arms. Criven, your left arm starts to tingle. Oh, nope, just a bug bite. You're all right.
I just itch it real quick.
Oh, you're such a nuisance. Not me though. Mine's burning like crazy.
All right, players are up.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If I were to run up here, would I be at a proper range to where I could just shoot them at normal distance? Like without having to shoot upward? Like would that reduce the penalty?
Yeah, totally.
Sweet. I'm gonna use my minor action to run up here.
What's
And-
the range on your bow? Actually, let's talk about that.
I have medium range on my bow, and then I have a talent called Shoot for the Horizon that reduces the difficulty of firing at non-optimal range by 1
Okay, you're totally
to a
cool.
minimum of. So I guess I shoot at +1 difficulty if someone's in my face, like at reach, but I'm good
All right,
everywhere else.
let's see what that looks like.
Do we have any momentum?
We have 1 momentum.
Jeffrey's giving me ideas in the chat again. That's all I'm saying. Continue on.
No.
Stop it.
Continue.
Well, I'm not at difficulty. I'm just gonna pop this guy. 2 dice. Bam. 3 successes.
Oof.
And I'm taking a shot at this main freaking bastard.
Yeah.
Make my arm tingle.
Make his face tingle with an arrow in it.
2 momentum.
Yes, indeed.
Sweet. Put this up to 3.
Mm.
I will re-roll those 2 zeros there. Alright, that's... I'm gonna spend 2 momentum. 1 for damage, 1 to ignore 2 soak. And it's gonna be 10 damage, 4 piercing.
Ten damage, 4 piercing.
To his.
Yes. To his left leg.
Okay, the reason I giggle is that Criven won't hit anyone anywhere but other than the friggin' leg. Your arrow screams across the open space before
Just
you,
loves hobbling people.
and you see
Ain't
him
no
turn,
getting away from me.
You see the sorcerer turn toward you and point their staff at you across the expanse. You will be duped! Boom! Arrow right through the leg, and doesn't even finish the sentence before he's plummeting down to the ground. Crashes through the stand beneath them. And it's just a mess of splinters and blood and mashed fruit.
Man. We could have eaten that fruit.
Okay, next player. Bring us home.
I used to be a sorcerer until I took an arrow to the knee.
Now I'm stuck on Call of Duty.
So, Ramesh, as he's like fighting back this dude, Calimere runs up and he successfully like holds the guy back, and Calimere just, of course, comes in and steals the show and just splatters the guy's friend.
That's fine. I'm totally okay with you splattering this dude.
Nice. 2 successes.
That'll do.
And I'll add no. Pool that. So that's the 8 points of damage. And an extra wound.
Okay, yeah. With the minion. He's too busy looking at his dead cult leader as he dies. Ramesh.
Scare this guy for the...
Ramesh, I am gonna spend my last doom to seize the initiative.
What?
You bastard.
Piece of garbage.
And he's gonna run up and valiantly.
That's back where I was. You're gonna have to come back. You're gonna have to
Okay,
come me then.
he's walking
Taking
over
the
there.
initiative from me, like some motherfucker.
Can I use a fortune point to interrupt you?
No.
I have one left.
Can I use 2 fortune points to use my fan to just pimp slap him off the edge?
Oh, okay. We're giggling too much.
So here he comes with his last final attack. You killed my lord, and misses horribly. Continue on.
Great. I am going to threaten this guy. Or I'm not going to threaten this guy. I'm not going to actually. I'm going to intimidate him.
Jump off.
No, we wanted someone to tell us where Urquhart is.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that chick.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
We already
I know witnesses.
didn't. Did we already save that chick? She's probably hanging out still, right?
All I can say is
I just
Emily's
wanna
not
ask this
here.
guy. So Batman style, like holding him up against the edge, I guess. I give him a good Liam Neeson, like, "Where's Urquhart?"
Go ahead and give me a.
Oh, I will. Oh, I will.
Know that it's going to be hard.
4 successes good enough for you?
4 successes are going to be good enough.
Where is she?
So, his face twists in a rather strange visage. And you're not sure what to make of it. But then he starts laughing. Urquhart? Urquhart? Urquhart's dead!
Okay, I'll let him go. Let him fall, slow motion.
And he laughs the whole way down, doing the... before he hits the ground.
Well,
Craven's rushing over to loot this dead wizard. I want that staff.
So, it's, the staff wasn't really anything of and of itself. The power was within him all along. But, to wrap it
Call
up,
baloney.
you do raid their compound, which nets you... do you want me to just count in the golden necklaces you stole earlier?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as they're not like important artifacts or anything.
Yeah, they're just there for gold. So you find 13 gold worth of things.
nice.
And some really good bottles of wine to boot. But on top of that, you find a room in the compound that when you open it is full. Like, just packed shoulder to shoulder. There's no room to sit. Of refugees from Fleck Street that had perhaps come here in the past. And the stench in there is horrific. Some of them have already passed due to the conditions, but many more are saved and are very happy and cheer for you and reach out to touch their saviors as they all stream out of this compound back into their lives. They raid it too for food, and by night's end, there's a fire in the Barrens of Fleck Street as this building burns to the ground. So join us next week. So for anyone interested, we do have a Tales from the Tower fan group, which is where we'll be doing our carousing between sessions if you want to see what the heroes are doing after this. Jeffrey, AJ, Daniel, Aaron, thank you all so much for coming. Jeffrey and AJ in particular, it's been really great having you. Thank you so much for your rules help. I really mean that. If you're ever here in the future, by all means, tell us we're doing it wrong because we want to know, you know?
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, for real. So we do have that book giveaway coming up on June 3rd, which will also be a little viewer vote going on in that episode too, with some pretty dire consequences. Don't want to give too much away yet, but that's going to be a thing. Again, thank you, Roll20. Thank you, Sirenscape. Modiphius, I love you. Come visit us online at facebook.com/Crumbling Keep to follow us for this and our podcast. Find us on Twitter at Crumbling Keep. Our Patreon, patreon.com/Crumbling Keep. Anything you want to send to us is great. But if you follow us on Facebook, we have blog articles that come out, fiction, information about our podcast, all kinds of things. Also, something I forgot to mention earlier, yesterday I got my very first Crumbling Keep t-shirt, which you can also find through our webpage, our Facebook site, or at threadless.crumblingkeep.com. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in. We really mean that. I'm James. I've been your GM.
I'm Brad. Thank you very much.
My name's Frank. Thanks for watching.
I'm Justin. Thank you for watching us watch you.
And next week, we should have Emily back. Anyone have anything before we go?
I really... we always devolve when Emily's not here.
That's true. It always
just want to throw that out.
It always just ends in blood and chaos, and us like coming back with a bunch of loot and being like, "Don't ask."
Yeah,
things happened. It's fine.
Emily, we miss you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emily, if you're watching this far away, we'll miss you. Yes, AJ, Crumbling Keep, Keep, Crumbling Keep. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.